Hey guys, it's Katy Parry here. I just wanted to make some content about something I think is really important. It's something I try to do a lot in my videos that I post, and I think it's something a lot of Zelda players don't really focus too much on, and that's understanding shield safety. I just wanted to make a very quick video and show you guys some alternative ways to space your moves on your opponent's shield. You'll notice that if you run up with Zelda and you try to hit their shield with an attack like up tilt, it's not going to work out so well for you if your opponent has an out of shield option that is fast. For example, Cloud, which is one matchup that you have to approach as Zelda with spacing in mind. And so I wanted to show you guys some ways to space your moves. The problem with Zelda is that because she's a precision character, she doesn't have a lot of moves that are safe on shield. And that is like by design, that's intentional. But there are ways that you can space your moves to where you actually can't be punished. Now, some characters are going to be an exception to this rule, and that's when you get more into character specifics. So I'm not going to focus too much on that today. I just wanted to use Cloud as a really easy example. Cloud is a character where it's pretty straightforward. If you throw out a move before Zelda can shield, if you throw out the move and you try to shield, you're going to get hit. So here's some alternative ways to space some of your moves. So we're going to start out with, we're actually going to go through every move, and I'm just going to be very quick on whether or not you can space it or not. So first move is Jab. Jab is -13 on shield, so if I space it up close, I'm just going to get punished. I can try to space this further away, and it's not going to work. The only caveat to this move is that because you can go into the second part of the rapid jab, you can sometimes catch people off guard trying to start an up B. So that is something to keep in mind. If you're getting hit from here, go ahead and throw out a rapid jab on somebody's shield, but make sure that you're delaying it slightly. You need to give them enough time to be able to act, and then you can stop them. So don't just run up and mash it. Just run up and then double tap. So very like slight difference in timing. Next move we're going to move on to is going to be down tilt. Down tilt's Zelda's best move by far. I mean, every move in a character's kit is phenomenal, you know, because it makes them, or not phenomenal, it's more that they all are a part of the same puzzle, so you can't really write off one move over another. So I still think down tilt has the most versatility. So up close, you're going to get punished. You need to space this move very carefully. So you can see that, like, it's kind of difficult for me to do. Right here is about where you would want to space that move. So that's something that you want to keep in mind as you are playing the game. You're going to want to, I'm trying to just get him off this platform, and he keeps putting himself up there. That is really funny. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I could change settings, but I really just don't want to. There. So I'll move him back over here where he originally was. You can see why a lot of people don't like to lab. I have a training mod, which is really nice, but sometimes it can be a little hard to work with. Anyway, so next move, we're going to move into up tilt. So up tilt spaced is actually safe. Just depends on what you're trying to get hit with. If a character is in shield and they have like an out of shield option that moves like towards you, like Zelda's kick, for example, this is not safe. So the way to actually make it safe is by turning it around. Because the move is ending and you're hitting with the end of the move instead of the beginning, this is a really great way to space your move and make it safe. It's actually Zelda's best option when trying to fight people on the ground, because Zelda can act very quickly. A move being -5 or safer is considered safe on shield, and so Zelda's up tilt has, you know, it can be, depending on your spacing, it can be like -5, -4, -6, -2, just depends on like where exactly in the hitbox you're landing. And you can tell a move is safe if you're able to shield afterwards, depending on what you're hitting. So right here you can see that I'm able to shield, and then sometimes I'm not. So if I'm too close, you can see I'm actually hitting like the top left of the shield. So make sure that you're spacing this move. You can space it if you pivot, so start a turnaround animation and then start the up tilt afterwards in order to get that spaced. But you got to start the pivot at a certain spacing before you reach them, otherwise you get too close. So you can actually set up some pretty cool situations where, like, for example, you could parry if your move is safe, just flicker your shield right afterwards. Next move is going to be forward smash. Up close, not safe. If you space this move, it can be safe. You just have to be careful. Try to hit with the very edge of her hand, because this move does push back. As long as you're spacing it, it should be okay. But yeah, up close, not going to be safe. A good option can be to throw it a down smash immediately afterwards if your opponent tries to punish you. But if that doesn't work, that means you need to focus on your spacing. Next move is going to be down smash. Down smash is not safe on shield, but if you space it, it is. Again, also depends on the character. This move has a lot of pushback, which is really great. The further you can push your opponent away, the more safe your move is, because they have to get closer to you in order to punish you. Back hit is going to be safer, just because the move is ending. But you just have to space it. So you can see that, like, I need to be about this distance. You'll notice that a lot of Zelda's moves are, she needs to swing about her dash distance, or a little bit farther. So I'm about a dash distance away from Cloud. I'm getting stopped by his, like, leg, but you get the idea. Next move is going to be up smash. Unfortunately, up smash is just not safe. Up smash is a fantastic move, and there are really great uses for it. But in terms of shield safety, it's not a safe move. It's very negative on shield. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Next is going to be your aerials. So this is where it gets kind of fun. So Zelda's kicks, you would think these moves would be safe, and unfortunately they're not. You can get them about as low as -8 on shield. So the trick is to actually use these in a retreating fashion. So if you run and then space it, that is how you can make this safe. So when you're fighting up close, don't really try to hit them like as you're landing. Try to hit them at the top of the shield as you're moving away. You would think that you want to, like, space it low to the ground, and you can in certain situations, but for Zelda, she needs to, like, continue traveling backwards as they're able to act. So Bear is the same way. You want to retreat with the move as you throw it out. Don't, like, land into people. Zelda doesn't really, and this is why her moves are not safe on shield. She's not designed to approach you. She's designed to, like, put out the phantom and then, like, have you avoid it, and then she calls you out for coming at her. So she's not supposed to go to them. They're supposed to go to her. Next is going to be up B. What's really cool is the first hit is actually safe on shield. Even characters like Mr. Game & Watch can't punish it, because Zelda actually disappears before she's able to be hit. Most people are not going to punish this move, but it is nice to know that you can actually help yourself, like, survive. You can get a little bit more distance to move away from people if you want to get out of a sticky situation by teleporting slightly up at an angle, so you can reappear in the air and then drift. You can even, like, potentially get close to the edge and then grab the ledge to cancel the landing lag. Next, we're going to go into Dare. This move should be safe, but it's not. The only time you can get it to be safe is, like, -6, which, if you remember earlier, I stated that -5 is what a move needs to be in order to be safe. It's a general rule. There are exceptions to every rule. But the best I can do is doing a dare like that, but it's very inconsistent. You have to be like using a full hop specifically. You can't do it out of a short hop and make it safe. So you need to do a full hop, and then you need to land it like right as you land. And it's because Zelda's floaty, it's hard for her to like get a consistent timing on that. So you saw like I tried it like 6 times, I only got it like twice. You can use it while retreating. Just make sure that you're using the you're drifting away. So again, a lot of Zelda's moves, because they have a lot of like when you sweet spot them, they have a lot of hit stun or shield stun. You can afford to kind of drift away, but you just got to be careful. So you can use that like this too. Or but you just, again, they can turn around out of shield, so you need to be careful. Last move is going to be up air. Up air is safe on shield, but it's really only going to be used like this because there's only certain characters that get hit by the hitbox here. So it's kind of hard to land. On taller characters, you can hit their shield. But generally speaking, you want to use up air like that, and you're only concerned about shield safety if you're using this move to like retreat from a platform, and your opponent and you are both on the platform at the same time, and you just fall off and drop an up air. Generally, that is safe. Nair is not safe on shield. You can get it as low as like -10, -9, -10, which again, move needs to be -5 to be safe. So yeah, another time I'll get into Zelda's specials, other than like the up B. I just want to show you that, because generally speaking, like Zelda's specials are not safe. Cloud is just acting immediately, that's why he's getting punished for this, but if he shields the whole thing, this move is incredibly punishable. Zelda's Din's Fire, that is a move if you use this up close, like generally speaking, that should be safe. And there's little tricks you can do to like slide out of it. It's just been a while since I've done it, but there are ways for you to if I can do it, there we go. Like you can make it safe. It's just like tricky, as you can see, to do. I think you have to interrupt like the later part of the dash, but anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for you for now. I want to actually make like a more in-depth video later and like have more polish and stuff to it, but I'm still figuring out how to do video editing and stuff. So I'm just doing like straight run-throughs. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's really all I have to say. I don't want to like promote stuff. So thanks for being here. Hope you found this helpful.